Coach Michael McQuaid, Pro Football Ireland, good to chat to you again. Sam Hartman coming in, big storyline this weekend, first game. He seems to have really struck up a deep connection with his players so far. How have you found him in the first or the last few weeks of practice?
He's been awesome. He's really done a good job at gifting our players a couple things with the shoes and the B-Tech pump. I think he's really got those guys in his corner. But Sam's just a great teammate and a really great leader. He pushes those guys, but it's from a level of trust, right? They trust him. That's what I believe in leadership. And so he's excited to play. I met with him yesterday, kind of one-on-one. He said, "Hey, you've done this going on your 6th year. We played in a lot of games. Let's relax, let's focus on these days, building up to this game, and then go do what you do." And so I know he's excited to get out there on Saturday, but I'm trying to keep focused for the next 2 days. He's really taking advantage of the next 2 days that we have.
Go ahead, second row if you're on the right. Go ahead. Okay.
Hi, Innes Occurs from F4 and Q2 in Dublin. What's the build-up been like kind of travelling over to Ireland? How much would it mean, I suppose, to have that home crowd here on Saturday?
Well, we've been preparing, myself and some of our staff have been preparing for the logistics of traveling over here for a long time. Right? We met about it in the spring and in the summer and really did some research on when we want to come, what we're going to do, and the routine we'll have when we get here. But we're finally here, and that's exciting to finally have wheels down here in Ireland, and we're excited to be a part of this. And that's what I keep telling our players. We have to understand we're here for a reason, to play a game and win a game, but it's okay to enjoy being in the country of Ireland. And I want them to embrace it and enjoy it, because I'm going to. But we're excited and we're ready, and the build-up's been good, but now it's time to get ready for a great game on Saturday.
Go ahead, front row in the left.
Coach Jimmy English, Gaelic Gridiron. This is a home game for Notre Dame, and there's a huge contingent of fans coming over. How much of an impact do you expect the crowd to have in terms of being at your back and making some noise and really adding to the atmosphere?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be in our favor. I just, for the first time, had a chance to walk out in that stadium, and you see how it's structured. It looks like it's going to keep a lot of the noise inside, and that hopefully will work in our favor. We've had a lot of people, I think coaches, players that are over here that have been here all week, and I've heard it from people I've talked to, like there's Notre Dame fans everywhere over here, and it's just, it's exciting, but a great reminder of the global impact this university has. And it's subtle reminders like that when you hear about, man, I got off the plane, everybody's saying go Irish, and when you hear that from other people, it's like, okay, it's a reminder. Sometimes take for granted how special this place is.
Thanks, Coach.
Go ahead, so greased up Emily.
From a couple weeks ago, you mentioned the possibility of Eli Bird being ready for this first game. Are you going with that, or are you going to wait?
No, he won't be right. He's not ready yet. And so Timmy's working his way back. It's just, it's a process. And I think his strength is getting close to where it needs to be, but this is a mental and physical thing to come back from your second ACL. And so I don't trust our doctors and kind of trusting him to know when he's going to be ready to go.
Are you shooting for like NC State, or is it still too early to?
No, I would love to see him come to Tennessee State.
Yeah.
But, every day I say, I'll tell you, like, when he's getting better, he's just not ready yet. And so it will probably be a couple games, I would think, because he hasn't truly done a lot of like good on good practice. And so when he's cleared, I don't think he's gonna be ready to go in 2 days. And so it's gonna be a process of truly getting the game ready.
Yeah, thank you.
Anything else? Go ahead, Dr. Tyler.
Marcus, how much has the second half of the Navy game last year been a message and knowing like not to take this game for granted throughout the week?
Yeah, I just watched it on the clean. Yeah, guys, there's so many teaching plays, but I think sometimes you watch this. I truly believe that we let our foot off the pedal, and we were making mistakes that was effort-based, and that's the one thing that it can't happen in our program is when we make mistakes, we're getting beat because of effort. scheme is one thing, but because we weren't giving great effort, I think it was just a cumulative effect of Clemson, we're up big after the first half, and I mean, both sides of the ball. Both sides of the ball in the second half didn't play up to our standard, and so they're reminded often. I did that for myself. I was looking at just different situations. Hey, how do we call this, and what are we looking for? But it was a great reminder that if you give them a chance and they're going to take advantage, that they will not quit.
Anything else? We got time for one more. Go ahead, John Bryce over on the line. Thanks.
Marcus, you talked Monday about the analytics for the injuries and how much they were reduced this camp. I was wondering if you could shed a little bit more insight on that and how you guys evaluated it every day. What were the things you looked at? I know you cited tremendously reduced soft tissue and concussion injuries. What were those analytics and metrics that you looked at?
Well, I don't really get feedback on the analytics of the injuries every day. I'm getting feedback in terms of the workload and the volume, and hey, here's different suggestions for the following day. Same thing for this week, right? Because we had to make some adjustments based off of what I thought coming in Monday, how I wanted it to be structured versus what the total output was. I had to change a little bit of Wednesday's practice. That he added something to that. But Waddle and Rob Hunt were able to give me this report at the end of fall camp and say, hey, I just want you to know we've done a good job at keeping our players healthy. Here's some numbers that will tell you that. And so it's good to see, and I wish it was pleasant signs. We'll evaluate after the end of this season. We'll say, hey, did we get it right? Or there's always gonna be a way to improve. It is what it is. Like, you have to find a way to improve, but I hope we can look back after season again. We prepared the right way. Or man, you know what? We need to enhance a little bit more.
We'll get time to sneak a couple, two quick ones in the middle.
Roddy Berry from the Irish Shop. Coach, from a personal standpoint, do you feel you've evolved as a head coach coming into this year, and do you think that the players have recognised the plays in which you've wanted to implement based on the learnings of last season?
Yeah, I hope they say as a person you haven't changed. As a defensive coordinator, it's years from how you change. You're still the same person, but the structure of how we do things have changed, and why? It's because of experience. And any person in this room could say that, hey, with experience, right, you become better. Like, there's no substitution for it. And I could have planned 20 years of my life to become a head coach, and still the blueprint doesn't work until you actually go through it and say, okay, let's make tweaks and adjustments to fit this team. Like, a blueprint just fit any program. You gotta give it a fit around your team, and that's what I've been able to do. And you know what, next year, we might not be back, but if you come over to the stage and ask that same question, I'll say, I'm better this year, because there's no substitution for experience. But I truly believe in being able to enhance.
All right, last one. Back row.
Coach Tim McGuire from AP. Since we're in Europe, what's your general assessment of the quality of European prospects? And do you see any trends with European kids in college football?
I thought you were going to ask about quality of life here. I'm still messed up with driving on the other side of the road, and they're so the road so narrow at times. It scares me sometimes. But we had a young man from Germany last year, our teammate Alex Sternsberg, and the game of football, American football, is continuing to grow here in Europe in different parts. And so I think as it continues to grow, games like Saturday's game will help promote the game of American football, right? And as you get more interest, there's great athletes in Europe. Trust me, we see it out in plenty of other sports. So as the game continues to grow, the more young people will continue to play the game of American football, and the prospects will continue to rise. But there's been plenty of European prospects that have come over to the States and been really good football players. I think that will continue to excel.
All right, thank you, Phil. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.